I wanted to turn first to the gentleman with the temporary accommodation problem. That sounds absolutely awful, and I know the Assembly is united in believing that we need more of a resident say in schemes like this, and I do think the Mayor will take that forward. That is absolutely unacceptable, and I hope that's solved for you. Turning to the lady who raised the leasehold the service charges on connected to leasehold. At last week's budget meeting, the Conservatives put forward an amendment to have a leasehold advice centre, and some good news as well, that was cross-party supported by the entire Assembly. And I do hope the Mayor takes that on board and moves forward with that idea, because that is the sort of advice and support that leaseholders need, especially in the interim of waiting for legislative changes that are long overdue on that. And then just to turn to both questions, I think, which really hit on the affordability crisis of homes in London. The previous government gave the Mayor £9 billion towards affordable housing. In his 2021 to 2026 programme, there's only 12% of those homes that have been started. And it was funny to hear him, he still does this, he double counts his figures with Boris's when he talks about these record numbers. He's talking about the previous Mayor's figures when he tries to talk about how he's trying to excuse his failure around this. The way we are on track at the moment for the 21-26 house building programme will finish by 2060. Londoners cannot wait that long for affordable homes. And then if you look at what we've seen, we've talked tonight about the Mayor saying he'd have a Labour government with the wind in his sails. Well, we've already talked about transport, where you see your fares rising because a Labour government told him to do so. We've talked about policing, where you're losing 400 officers.
Assemblymember Best, we're going to keep to the subject.
The point's getting there. The 400 police officers that have been lost because of the Labour government, now coming on to affordable housing, where he got £1 billion every year under a Conservative government, he got £100 million this year under a Labour government. That's why a Labour councillor here in Haringey has already left.